Christians are one of the most persecuted groups in the world today, with millions facing discrimination, violence, and marginalization in various societies. The reasons behind this persecution are complex and multifaceted, stemming from a combination of historical, cultural, and ideological factors. One of the primary reasons for Christian persecution is the clash between Christian values and the dominant cultural norms of modern society. Christianity is often seen as a conservative and traditional faith, emphasizing the importance of moral absolutes, family values, and personal responsibility. In contrast, many modern societies prioritize individual freedom, secularism, and relativism, leading to a growing tension between Christian teachings and the prevailing cultural narrative. This tension is often exacerbated by the media, which frequently portrays Christians as intolerant, bigoted, or out of touch with contemporary values. Another significant factor contributing to Christian persecution is the rise of secularism and atheism in Western societies. As secularism gains prominence, Christians are increasingly viewed as a threat to the dominant worldview, which emphasizes the separation of church and state and the exclusion of religious influence from public life. This has led to a growing hostility towards Christians, who are often seen as attempting to impose their beliefs on others or undermine the principles of democracy. The resulting persecution can take many forms, from discriminatory laws and policies to verbal abuse and physical violence. In addition to these cultural and ideological factors, Christians are also persecuted due to their historical association with colonialism and imperialism. In many parts of the world, Christianity is still seen as a legacy of Western colonialism, and Christians are viewed as representatives of a foreign power that imposed its culture, language, and values on indigenous populations. This perception is often fueled by a lack of understanding about the diversity of Christian traditions and the many ways in which Christianity has been contextualized and indigenized in different cultures. Furthermore, the growing influence of radical ideologies such as Islamism and communism has also contributed to the persecution of Christians. In many countries, these ideologies have led to the establishment of regimes that are hostile to Christianity, viewing it as a threat to their power and authority. Christians are often targeted by these regimes, which use a combination of propaganda, intimidation, and violence to suppress their faith and limit their freedom to worship and express their beliefs. The internet and social media have also played a significant role in the persecution of Christians, providing a platform for hate speech, harassment, and online violence. Christians are often subjected to trolling, cyberbullying, and other forms of online abuse, which can be particularly damaging for vulnerable individuals such as minorities, women, and children. The anonymity of the internet also allows perpetrators to hide behind fake profiles and avatars, making it difficult to hold them accountable for their actions. Despite these challenges, it is essential to recognize that Christian persecution is not limited to any one region or context. Christians are persecuted in many different parts of the world, from the Middle East to North Africa to Asia and the Americas. The forms and intensity of persecution may vary, but the underlying dynamics are often similar, involving a complex interplay of cultural, ideological, and historical factors. In conclusion, the persecution of Christians in society today is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon, driven by a range of historical, cultural, and ideological factors. From the clash between Christian values and dominant cultural norms to the rise of secularism and radical ideologies, there are many reasons why Christians face discrimination, violence, and marginalization in various societies. As a global community, it is essential to recognize the reality of Christian persecution and to work towards creating a more inclusive and tolerant environment, where people of all faiths and backgrounds can live together in peace and harmony. By promoting greater understanding, respect, and empathy, we can help to reduce the persecution of Christians and build a more just and equitable world for all.